What's up guys, it's NashCrafter and welcome to my channel for another episode here on the Decidedly Vanilla server. We're back, and I know it's been a little while since I last uploaded a video. It's been a few weeks. I promise that I will be explaining that in today's video, but we also have a lot of really fun things to do. Now, one of them is super random. I'll explain that here in just a second, but we're also going to be doing a build in today's episode, as well as a little bit of redstone. So it's going to be super jam-packed. There's going to be 3 things. There's going to be chit-chatting. So I am super excited for today's episode. First things first, of course, we gotta flip around and we gotta get into the actual business that we're gonna get into in today's episode. Let's see, where do I want to start? Because I've got a lot of things on my mind, a lot of things we gotta cover, but I think we'll start with something really fun first. So, actually, yes. Okay, yeah. I was kind of debating back and forth whether I wanted to do the fun thing first, or do the fun thing last, or do it... I don't know. I think we'll do the build last because that's going to take a lot more time. But first thing we got to do is we need to go into my house. So right when I was preparing for this episode, something very random happened out of nowhere. Now, I was waiting to actually sleep so that I could start with the sun up during the day so that we wouldn't have to sleep. You guys know that we have the longer day-night cycle here on the server. So the sun, I didn't want the sun to be just going down before we started recording, but I was just about to go to sleep and I started getting attacked by something, and I was like, what is in my house attacking me? I have trapped a little friend inside my house. Now, he was attacking me, like I said, but I saw the opportunity and I had to take it. So we now have a little friend here. Now, can we find him? Hello? Hello? Are you here? He's got to be somewhere. Oh, did you guys hear that? I swear, guys, I swear he's here. I have no clue where he went. I trapped him in my kitchen. As you guys can see, I have these really, like, weird things happening with the logs. I think he's, like, trapped behind this little thing. Part of me is kind of saying that I should just go in there. Okay, we're going in. There he is! Oh, okay, there he is. He was just stuck up on the table. Okay, so you guys can see that I have trapped myself a little zombie villager friend. And like I said, I had to take the opportunity because it's not very often that these guys naturally spawn near your base. And I've kind of been thinking about doing some villager stuff in this area. So I saw him and I was like, you know what? This is the perfect time for us to transform him into a regular villager. So the first thing we have to do, of course, is make the potion that is going to transform this guy. So let's get right into that. Let's do that. So we're going to need to get ourselves a fermented spider eye. So that's going to be this guy right here. We can click that into the crafting table, of course, and pull that right out. So we're good to go there. Now, we need to make a splash potion of weakness is what I believe the potion is. Let me just double check. So yeah, it is the potion of weakness, which is the fermented spider eye inside of a little brewer. We also need a water bottle. Oh, hello. He has really beautiful eyes. He has like one purple eye and one red eye. I just think that's so majestic. Don't mind me, Mr. Zombie. I am just coming over here to grab some water bottles. And then we're going to come back over here to our brew stand, pop those guys in, and then put in that fermented spider eye. Now this should get us hopefully to where we want to be, and then we need to make this a splash potion. So we're also going to need some gunpowder. And do I have any in here? Oh gosh, I think we're going to have to go outside for this. So let's just take a little stroll and see if I actually have some gunpowder. I have things laying around all over this base. It kind of gets crazy sometimes, but I should have some. Yeah, there we go. And then this should make us 3 of the potions that we need. And I also do have golden apples, which is another item that we're going to need for this little thing we're doing here. So there we go, potions of weakness. So then we can go gunpowder, and that should make them splash potions. Now let's go back over here, and I'm going to grab out my golden apples. So we really only need 1 of these. So the potions are now done. We're good to go. We can grab them out. I really only think we need 1. So I'm just going to leave the other 2 in there. Got my golden apple. Got my potion. So fingers crossed, guys, that this actually goes well and that we have a villager on our hands, which would be so awesome. Now, if I could catch another one, then we can start breeding, which would just be amazing. That would be so cool. But okay, so first thing we gotta do is we gotta splash him with the potion. So if I toss it at him, that should be good. And then feed him. We did it. He's sizzling, he's shaking, he's got the nerves flowing through his body. So this means that he's officially going to turn into a villager, which is great. So a really cool way to start off this episode. I'm super happy with the progress already. I cannot believe we have a little zombie villager that's turning into a regular villager. I feel really bad because he's probably having a pretty bad day from this experience. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my dude. I hope you're fine. You're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. So while our friend is just kind of in there and we're waiting for him to transform, what we're gonna do is we're gonna head on out and we're gonna start the build for today, and also the little bit of redstone that we're gonna do. Now this is a pretty small redstone contraption. Like I've said many times before, I am not good when it comes to redstone, so I'm really trying to kind of work more redstone into my builds and my designs and things like that. So I do have my redstone box over here that's pretty much ready with everything that we're gonna do. I haven't told you guys what we're building yet, but I promise that will come here soon. You guys will know. Now I did prepare this little bit of land right here for what we're going to be doing. This was like the best spot that I could think to put it, so we're just going to be plopping that right in here. Now I do want to work out a little bit of a pathway to get here because as of right now there's really not much. I kind of have to hop up and down this little slope here. It's laid out pretty well, but it's not a full-on path yet, so I think that is exactly what we're going to do to kind of start off this building process. Start with the path and then move into the redstone and then move into the build. Oh, goal reached, zombie doctor. Oh, that is amazing. What? Okay, wait, so I'm guessing he turned. Let's actually go check on him really quickly. How's he doing? You feeling okay, bud? Where is he? Oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh, okay. Ooh, I did not mean to take that down. Oh, we have a floating sign that is now broken. Okay, let's pick that back up. Let's put that back. I think that was the one, right? Okay, there we go. I kind of feel like I should just keep him trapped in here because I really don't want him to get attacked or anything or get lost. He's just stuck. He is completely stuck. He's like bobbing up and down. Okay, Mr. Villager guy, I am actually going to keep you trapped in here. I'm sorry. I know that's not exactly the most polite thing to do when you're a guest at somebody's house, but we got to keep you safe. We got to make sure that he is okay and all good to go. He's just going to keep jumping on all of my stuff. I guess that's fine. He can do whatever he wants, but that's so cool, guys. We actually have a villager. How great is that? So while we start this path here, I just want to have a little bit of a chit chat with you guys. I wanted to sit down and just talk about some things that have been going on in the Minecraft space. So like the Minecraft world updates and things like that, and just kind of my life and some things that have been going on with me. Now I haven't uploaded in a couple weeks, and that has been for a couple of reasons, and I will explain those in this video, of course, because I feel like it's good to let you guys know what's been happening, just keep you guys filled in on everything that's going on. The first thing that I want to talk about does kind of fall into that category as to why I haven't been uploading as much. It's not like the main reason, but it definitely plays kind of a factor into why I haven't exactly been uploading as much recently, and that is because Minecraft is updating. Minecraft is updating rapidly, and it's updating very, very soon. A lot of very exciting things are coming to Minecraft. And to be honest with you guys, I am one of those people who is just immensely excited about everything that is coming to 1.13 in Minecraft. I'm so excited for it because they are changing so many things in the game. They're adding new animals, they're adding new, I think they're adding a lot new terrain generation and stuff like that, which is very exciting. I think we're finally going to get slabs and stairs for a lot of the blocks that we don't have them for, which is exciting. Now, I don't know if that's going to come in 1.13. Don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, they're adding things like dolphins and turtles, and we've got these new crazy conduit type things. If you haven't heard of any of this stuff, I definitely suggest just look into it because 1.13 is going to be amazing. And of course, I'm, like I said, one of those people who's very, very excited for it. Now, of course, we don't have a release date for 1.13 yet, so it's kind of an up in air as to what's going on with that and when that's gonna finally be with us and when we can finally play in it. But of course they have released snapshots so we can kind of get a little taste of everything. But just going back into like what this means to me is basically I definitely think that I've kind of been patiently waiting, and it's not that I don't find 1.12 or, you know, previous versions of Minecraft exciting. I love Minecraft. I love this game so much, but at the same time too, I think my excitement is getting to me a little bit, to the point where I am finding it a little hard not to want to, you know, have those things in the game. I really can't wait to the point where I can just start experiencing all those new things. Now, another thing that I've kind of noticed, and this is more related to Decidedly Vanilla in specific, and that is I've noticed that the server has kind of slowed down a little bit. So this server that we're playing on right now, if you guys are new to this series, this is an SMP, so this is a multiplayer server that I play on with a bunch of other amazing people. And one thing that I've noticed is that the server has slowed down a little bit. Now, I don't exactly know if that's due to everyone, you know, feeling excited, feeling kind of the same way that I am about 1.13, because I know we've talked about doing a server restart for 1.13, where we basically start a new season of Decidedly Vanilla, which again is something that I'm super excited for, because it's just a chance for new opportunities, new builds. Yeah, I can't exactly say, but I have noticed a little bit that the server has slowed down a tiny bit. So with less things kind of happening on the server, it has kind of slowed me down a little bit too. I've taken a little bit of a step back, and I've wanted to just kind of take a breather. It's something that I don't think is a super huge deal. I love DB, and there's still progress. Like, other members are definitely still making videos, so I suggest going over and watching those. Now, I think I got the path complete, so this is everything that I kind of want to do. Just super simple. Went in with the path block, which you guys know is one of my favorite blocks of all time. Also got the spruce to kind of give us an easy transition up and down. Now, we are going to get into the redstone here in just a second, which I think is going to be good. I am honestly terrible at redstone, so I've been trying to incorporate it into more of my builds, just to hopefully kind of get used to it a little bit more and get used to how everything works. So we're going to go over to my redstone box over here, and this is everything that we're going to need for today's redstone contraption. So a lot of random things. Basically, where this idea came from for this build today is I was actually on my Patreon server not too long ago. If you guys didn't know, I do still have my Patreon running, and basically I do have a perk through my Patreon server where if you do donate to help support the channel, to help support me as a content creator, you get access to my servers. So that is still up and running. Of course, you guys can check the link down in the description below to find that if you are kind of interested, if that sparks your interest at all. So I was actually on the Patreon server. I was getting a tour of one of my patrons' bases, and it looked so fantastic. It looked so cool. So huge shout out to Indigo Jello. Thank you for showing me your base, giving me a little tour and showing me around. But I actually saw a redstone contraption that I thought was incredibly cool. It was awesome. It was an auto-smelter that was really compact and really tiny. But yeah, this is just going to be a little tiny micro auto-smelter that is super quick, super fast, and super amazing. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start this off, and then once it kind of gets to the hard part, I'll come back with you guys. So first thing we got to do is we got to put down a chest, and then of course attach all of our hoppers, and they have to be leading into that chest, and all the hoppers have to be leading into the other hopper. So what we have to do is we have to actually hold down shift and then click that onto the hoppers, just like so. So then the next thing we have to do is we have to do the furnaces. So this is where we're going to put all the items to be smelted, of course. Well, we're not going to put them. The mechanism, the fancy thing is going to do it for us, which is really cool. So now I don't exactly remember how to do the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come back with you guys in just a second once I've got things a little bit more figured out. And then to finish off the video, we are going to do the build. I got this cute little baby build that I think you guys are really going to enjoy and are really going to like. And I'll come back with you guys once we've got that going. Alright guys, so I'm at this really weird point where basically, so I don't even know where to start, guys. I'm all tongue-tied because I just don't know where my thoughts are going, because it's actually a really easy redstone contraption to do, and Ilmango explains it really good in his video. If you don't get it just right, it could potentially mess up. So I'm like, please, yep, I already messed it up. Okay, nope. Yep, that's not right. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta fix this again. Hopefully we can get it right on the next try. Okay. So I think I got it figured out. You actually have to remove the rails, which I was not aware of. Okay, so let's... Okay, I think that's right. I think that's good. Remove the rail. Boom, it spins. We're good to go. Okay, so next thing I have to do is I have to glass this place up, make this look good, and I think that's it. But like I said, I wanted to do a little bit of the redstone with you guys on camera. It's really not that like much redstone. It's like not any redstone actually. To be honest, there's no redstone in this design at all. But I call it redstone because it's got hoppers, hopper mine cards, things like that. It's more technical than just your average. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But yeah, I'll be right back with you guys once I get to the build. I'll get this finished and fully completed, and then I'll come back with you guys. Alright, so I got it completely finished. This is what it looks like. Oops, that's not what it looks like. That's what my inventory looks like. This is what it looks like. It's so cute and compact and just honestly sick. It looks so good. So huge thank you to Mango for putting out that tutorial, and again a huge thank you to Indigo Jello, who is a part of my Patreon server, who is one of my patrons. Thank you for your support. Also, thank you for sending me this awesome tutorial to follow and for showing me around your base. That was really cool. This thing, I think it works. What we should do is we should probably test it out and make sure that it actually does work, because I don't want to start doing the building process and then have it just not completely work. Hi villager, he's doing good in here. So the one thing about this design is you do have to autofill all of the coal, which is not a problem because I do have tons and tons of coal, so I think we're good there. Now, what can I cook? I really don't have any like food items that I could really cook, because I tend to cook them when I get them, so I don't really keep like raw pork or anything on me. So first things first, let's just plop all these coal in here. And there are some cobblestone walls in there. Let's take those out, causing some blockage and some extra here that'll probably store somewhere else. Now, do I have anything in here that I could smelt up? Ooh, you know what I could do? I do have a bunch of baked potatoes, or not baked potatoes, unbaked potatoes, regular potatoes that I could turn into baked potatoes. So let's do that. I should have some over here. This is like the perfect thing. Perfect opportunity. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. So I just want to show you guys how fast this thing is, because it's absolutely ridiculous. For such a little compact design, I think it's awesome. So what we have to do is just plop this into the chest up here. And just look at that. Are you guys seeing that? They're all in the furnaces. Now we'll go over here and we'll just watch them pour in for a little while. And there we go. You guys can see that is good. I think, hold on, are we having a blockage in one of these? Blockage. Yep, we are. There we go. That was acting super funny. Yeah, if you guys are wondering, again, it will be linked down in my description. Huge shout out to Mango for always just killing it in the Minecraft game. Doing amazing. Okay, so next thing we have to do, of course, is the build. We gotta put something pretty around this thing. Well, hopefully pretty. I hope you guys like it. But I do have all my blocks here that we're gonna need to build this. I do want to empty out my inventory just a little bit with some of this random stuff that I have going on here. So I kind of figured that this would at least have some sort of a little bit of a cover or an overhang, because it's outside. It's kind of a mechanical structure. So I was thinking, you know what, it has to have some sort of build to go over it. Now it's going to be a very small and open build, but I think you guys are really going to like it. So at least I hope you do. Now, as I start to build this, I do want to talk to you guys a little bit more about why I was gone. Some of the reasons that I mentioned earlier were kind of more contributing factors, and they weren't exactly like the full-on reason as to why I was gone, so I wanted to just talk about it. Now, I will say that some of the stuff is a little bit on the kind of personal side, so I'm not going to go into too much detail or anything, but I know that you guys come to my channel and you guys support me a lot and you watch my videos, and I definitely think it's fair to sit down and talk about these things, especially when hard things go down, because you never know. I know that the way that I was feeling over the past couple of weeks is probably pretty common, and I think it's fine to address it and talk about it, and I think it's actually probably a good thing to sit down and talk about it. So I guess where I would start with this is that kind of the short version of this is that I pretty much fell into a funk. I fell into a pretty bad funk, I guess you could say, and it kind of brought me into a place where I was just being really hard on myself for the past couple weeks, and it came out of nowhere. I didn't know why this was happening. I don't know, like, it just changed. I don't know, I just was starting to feel this way. It basically just started with me feeling kind of sad and sluggish, and then it started to get to the point where I was starting to be very, very hard on myself about pretty much anything and everything that I was doing. And I knew that if I tried to record videos when I was feeling this way, I wouldn't produce the best quality videos that I was able to. So I took the last couple of weeks as an opportunity to just figure out what was happening, what was going to make me feel better, and I basically just spent some time doing a little bit of TLC, so just basically taking care of myself and trying to do things that I know make me happy. Also, I wanted to incorporate some healthy habits into my lifestyle just to hopefully see if those things could kind of help make me feel a little better. And I have to say, with taking the time that I needed and kind of figuring out what was going on, I definitely think that that was the right choice for me, and I think I needed that time, just a little bit of a break to figure everything out. I think when you're going through a hard time, which is never really that easy to admit, and like sitting down for this video, I was a little bit nervous to talk about it because I didn't know, first of all, I didn't exactly know how to explain it or what to say about it because it's such a just a hard thing to want to talk about and a hard thing to explain. At the same time, I felt like it was important, and I felt like I did want to talk about it and tell you guys where I've been, what's been going on, and everything like that. I took the time that I needed, and I'm very glad that I did because I feel like I'm in a little bit of a better place now. And the healthy habits that I've incorporated or started to incorporate into my life have actually been really helpful. I've just as like kind of a little example, I started going to bed at a regular time, which I didn't realize how much my sleep was actually like my very random sleep schedule. I never realized how much that was affecting me and my mood and my lifestyle and like the way I looked at things and my mind. And also I just started to notice a little bit more when I was tending to be hard on myself. I've kind of learned to take a step back and say, hey, you know, you're being a little bit hard on yourself, like just take some time to cool down and figure out what's going on. Why are you being so hard on yourself? That is exactly why I have been gone, and like I said, I didn't want to go into too much detail, but basically I was gone because I needed some time. I was being really, really hard on myself. I was going through some self-esteem issues, and I was kind of going through also some pretty bad sadness. So I felt like it was important to get myself back to the best that I could possibly be, because I know that's when I make my best videos, and that's when I do my best recordings, is when I feel like genuinely I'm in a really good place. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and I am starting to feel good again. I'm starting to feel back to the way everything was a little while ago, and it feels so good. I have to say, it feels so good to be back recording. So yeah, it's definitely been good, and I'm feeling a lot better. So thank you guys for all of your support. Thank you for sticking around with me and just supporting me through this kind of like interesting time, I guess you could say. You guys are really, really amazing. And again, I can't say thank you enough. So thank you. Also, another thing that I've kind of been working on while I was on the break is I actually took that time to get a little bit more organized, and I've been working on some really fun things. So I've been planning some future series, which I have to say is so exciting and I'm so excited for. And I'm just realizing this build is huge. Does that look weird to anybody else? It looks a little off-center, which I have to admit is driving me a tad crazy, but if I want to get the roof right, it's going to have to be off-center, so that's not too big of a deal, but it's looking really tall. You know what I think I'm actually going to do is I am actually going to shrink the roof down by 1. I think that's what I'm going to have to... I don't even know. Okay, let's just try it. You know what? Let's just take a whack at it and let's just try it and see if it works. So yeah, like I was saying, guys, I have taken the time in between like my little break that I was having to actually get organized a little bit. So I've been starting to plan some future series and stuff like that, which is very exciting. And I also am trying to work on a schedule. And another thing that I'm very, 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 very excited for is that I am also going to hopefully start live streaming soon. I've talked to my family about hopefully us getting faster internet, because that is the thing that is kind of holding me back from live streaming. A lot of people have asked, like, if I want to live stream so much, why haven't I? And that's because I do not have fast internet whatsoever. Like, it is bad. It's so bad, guys. Unbelievably bad. So it's to the point where I couldn't stream if I wanted to. Like, my internet would just not be able to hold up with the upload speed of doing a whole stream. So I'm hopefully going to look into getting faster internet soon. That way we could maybe stream together and do a bunch of things on there. And like I said, just kind of focusing on getting a schedule and also thinking about new series, because 1.13 is coming out. A lot of new things are coming, so I definitely want to do a series on that. And then I think Decidedly Vanilla is, as I mentioned earlier, gonna do kind of a 1.13 server reset. But guys, I think what I'm gonna do very quickly is I'm just gonna figure out this roof. It's honestly thrown me for a loop a little bit. It's been kind of weird, so give me just a second. I'm gonna figure this out and I'll be right back with you guys. Bum ba bum. Okay guys, so I got it done. I got everything done. So once I started doing the roof, I just couldn't help it. I kind of kept going and I got really excited and I started to do the whole thing pretty much. But I thought we could finish off this video by actually doing the path and kind of working on the path, just continuing it, the words, and finishing it and kind of connecting everything up. So this is what it looks like. I really like this roof better. I think it kind of makes it look not as tall and lanky, which is what I felt like it was kind of starting to look like, and that wasn't exactly the look I was going for. So I think this works a little bit better. I really like the size, even though we are kind of working with sort of evens here. It's odd when you count the chest, but this is overall very even, and working that into an odd type structure is always really interesting. But I think we got it down. And see, this looks a little weird because this is 2, and then we have 2 here, and then 1 back here. It's all just very strange, but I think with a little bit of grass and pathway, we can make this place look pretty good. I'm just going to go around and connect this up with the path that we did earlier in the episode. So I think that's good. We're just going to come around here. All of these can be changed pretty much. So then, of course, we have to go through, and underneath all of these logs, we have to change these because that is going to drive me crazy if I don't. So we'll just go through like this, and then going back a little bit later once we've got this done and adding grass. So I think that one's okay. This one needs to be changed. Yep. So there we go. Bloop, bop, boom, right in there. I did add some glowstone up here with some trapdoors, so I think that looks pretty cute there. I don't really know what I want to do with the roof. You guys can see that I added some spruce stairs, but I don't know if I 100% love it. It looks a little awkward. I might put some stairs like up here. We'll see. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's do it on camera. We'll see if we can work something out. But what I was thinking is kind of alternating. So doing that one there, and then maybe just connecting this all the way across the top. So it kind of alternates and like flips back. It just gives it some interest, I think. So maybe something like that. And then this one would be like that. And then like that. Coming back over to this side, right there, and right there. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, I definitely like that. Okay, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely liking that. So that's very interesting. Okay, I think it's fine. I'm thinking about it way too much. So let's go down, grab some grass, and then once we kind of sprinkle some of this around, I think we'll call it good for the episode. There we go. So we've got a little bit more overgrowth there. Now, do I have any bone meal? I do have bone blocks. You know what? I'm just going to use the bone blocks here, and we're just going to go on to some of these and make them a little bit taller. So kind of, oh, that was not the one I wanted to click. I wanted to click this little one, but you know what? That works. We're just going to go with what the bone meal says it wants to do. So I think that's pretty good. We'll grow kind of some of these ones that are far away, I guess. So maybe something like that. Whoa, that was weird. You guys see that lighting? Is that shadow lighting? I didn't even know that was a thing. I honestly did not even know that was a thing. That's so weird. This is like super shadow. Alright, but there we go, guys. That is the finished build. It's like I said earlier, it's very small and very cute. It's kind of just a little overhang type roof thing, but I do think it's really cute, and I think it works for this. I didn't really want to put this inside a full-on building just because I felt like it kind of looked cool being outside, and when people come over to the base, I want them to be able to notice this without having to have them go into a building. So that was kind of my thought process behind it. I also, before we go, we can check on our baked potatoes here. I almost said chicken, but our baked potatoes, and you can see that they are all completely finished, which we've kind of been building for a little while. I've been building for a little while, so it makes sense. But this thing is very, very fast. Like I said, that is going to have to end today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for the support, and thank you all for just being patient with me while I was gone for a little while. It's never forever. I promise it's never forever. YouTube is the thing that keeps me going. It makes me happy, and I just enjoy it so much that I could never just like walk away forever. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for really exciting things happening with everything 1.13 coming. So many exciting things are to come, and the videos are just going to start rolling. So I'm super excited. I hope you guys all have a very beautiful, wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye guys.